Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Welcome to the Armory. Welcome to Full Time Sports Network. Welcome to X. Welcome to the Nottingham Forest versus Arsenal match preview, which kicks off in 3 hours. And we've got the wonderful Brenny with me. How are you doing, Bren?
Yeah, all good, all good. Life's good apart from the football. I can't complain.
Yeah, tell me about it. It's got to a point with me now. I'm like, why do I bother doing this? I now currently feel like a Tottenham fan because the season's just done. You know, it must feel like this on day one for Tottenham fans.
Yeah,
But
I think
for
that's
us,
why.
we used to like challenging up to the end.
Mm.
So you know, I do have some sympathy for the Tottenham fans out there because currently that's how I'm feeling. Sorry, had to be done. But no, look, we're still in the Champions League. But I'll be honest, I don't see us. I know there's a few of us. Well, not us, me, definitely not me. Jesus, who think. I even tried. Sorry, trying to say this makes me laugh. Who think we're going to win it?
Well, not from that draw. I mean, the quarterfinals? No. Oh my god.
Yeah, look, I'll be honest. I'm gonna big up PSV because, to be honest, they're looking good as well. So at the end of the day, all they really have to do is score against us.
Yeah,
if they score against us, we're screwed.
Exactly.
The only way we're going to win the Champions League if we go to the penalties in every single round. Literally, because I do think we got the chance to score for penalties, but when it comes to scoring from open play, look, hopefully Arsenal prove me wrong tonight and we bang 7, but I haven't seen it.
Neither have I. Neither have I. We've only had a few games.
Yeah, big up to Chris. Big up, lads. Hope you're well.
Hi, Chris.
Chris. Bobby is now going to watch F1 instead of Arsenal. I'll be honest, mate. If it's F1 or Arsenal, I'll be choosing F1 for the rest of the season. Normally, it's quite hard when I have to choose between the two because sometimes you do because 2 o'clock starts and stuff. But no, it's going to be quite easy for the rest of this season. That's for certain. It will be F1. I'll just keep an eye on the Arsenal game. That is it. Big up to BX saying greetings, everyone.
BX, you're right,
man. Well, Arsenal PSV is now 50-50 game with 100%.
Yeah,
100%. I think with a fully fit team, it's probably 75-25 to us. But right now, 50-50. I'll actually probably say PSV have probably got the advantage due to the fact they've got a striker, which we don't. Well, we do, but we won't use them because why would we do that? Because we trust this Mikel Arteta. We trust his mind. Yes, but. Whatever. Big up to Dean saying good afternoon. As you can tell, I'm in a biggest taking mood, which is why on Saturday I have set up a stream. It's a new thing I'm doing. It's going to be the hard truth. It's basically me, no holes barred. Obviously, I've been given the green light to talk about everything I know. For people that love Arteta and don't want to hear him being dissed, I don't recommend tuning in on Saturday night. I'll be honest. I'm just being honest. It's obviously my opinion, which is why I've put it with me, because I don't want people thinking that I've got an agenda, because I don't have an agenda. Yes, I've never wanted him. That's fine. But the only thing that matters to me is Arsenal Football Club. I don't care who is the manager. I never have, really. I'll be honest, over the years, the only one I've really had a really
Bobby, can you hear me? Well, I think it's just me at the moment. I'm sure she'll probably be back on in the next minute or two anyway. So yeah. He's the only one that can access the comments at the moment as well. So hope you're feeling good about the game today. I personally am not feeling good about the game today. It'll be Forest. It'll be they'll be up for it. They'll be hungry. I think they lost didn't they on Sunday to Newcastle, so they'll be up for the game and it'll just be.
Fearful. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you're right. No,
yeah, sorry.
Game.
No, it's my internet's decided to play up. For people that don't know, the weather in England is a bit weird today. Absolutely melted it down this morning. Me and Blake got absolutely soaked doing the school run.
Same here.
As it. It's just honestly, some days it rains and it's absolutely fine. No internet issues whatsoever. If it rains in a specific direction, I'm screwed. It's so weird. My son's just moaned because he was on the high score in his game as well. So I didn't expect to win at City because our awful record, but that win for us was a title winning statement and made me believe we'll win it 100%.
That was have to applaud
100%.
that. Have to applaud that.
Chris, I definitely won't, mate. I have to be honest and truthful to myself. I can't just agree with what everyone else is saying. And there's a lot of people who are totally fans of Arteta, and I do get it to a degree. But if for me, the one person that left was a more legend than the person that stayed. That's all I'm going to say. And the reason that legend left was because of the person that is still here. So that is why I'm not happy about it. It's not a gender, it's the truth. The truth hurts 100%. I'm not liking this season. His last chance. No, this season was his. I guarantee people will find ways of moving the post next season as well.
It's already happened because I heard other fans, on X, which I was like saying, it'd be, it's his last chance. They said that like last year, and goalposts do keep changing, but I find at the moment it's just, at the end of the day, like you, Bobby, if I'm, if they're Arteta in, that's their opinion, but it's when I feel that I'm not just saying this, but I've seen more people attack those that are Arteta out. Arteta ins have been attacking outs a lot, and I find they seem more angry with the Arteta outs than they do with the manager and the players, especially when we've not got the result. When we've not got the results, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like you're not allowed to be frustrated. You're not allowed to be angry.
Yeah,
you're not allowed to have a meltdown.
I know, and I honestly don't understand this statement that I'm reading and hearing that Arteta is an elite manager.
No, he's not an elite manager.
How is he an elite manager? Please tell me, because I honestly don't understand it.
I don't know.
Unai is better than Arteta.
Well, he is. Yeah, of course he is.
There's no other way. And I'll be honest, so's Moyes.
Yeah.
I know he's at Everton, but he's won more than what Arteta has.
Yeah.
And yes, there's other context to being an elite manager, but you also have to be able to win trophies. And Arteta's won one.
There you go. You just said it.
I know Arteta said he's won 3. He's won 1. I love the Community Shield. Don't get me wrong. I know the history of it, and it is very important for the community as well. But it's not a big trophy. It's like winning the Audi Cup. Okay.
Well, exactly. He could have had a Europa League and two League Cups as well.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. We would love a Brenny takeover. Like I said, this is always our show. It's never my show. I love the fact that Brenny comes on and joins me, but it's never my show. It's Brenny's and yours as well. Bobby dropping out. Trust me, I don't want to be doing these I don't want to be doing these previews. I don't want to do the reactions anymore at the moment. Just because I'm just fed up. And I speak to a lot of people to do the shows and get the stuff done. And I'll be honest, it gets to a point now. I go, I don't know why I'm asking you guys like for your teams, because I guarantee it's never going to be like that. Because I love these guys, and Brenny's one of them as well that gives me teams, and I go, yeah, fantastic, brilliant, lovely. Apart from one tonight, some twatters decide to really piss me off, but it's up to them what they want to do. And they do go for like interesting ideas because that is what being a manager is all about. And guess what? Being an elite manager is all about. You find other alternatives. You don't put a midfielder that, I'll be honest, has not fitted in this team at all yet, all season, and rely on him as a striker. You just don't. The problem is he is too slow.
Yeah.
And that also involves him being too slow up front. So, yeah, it is what it is. They all said they had injuries, Allison. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 100%. You've had injuries just as like I don't, mate. You know me. I don't agree with a lot of these Arsenal fans. I've seen one Arsenal person that speaks on loads of big podcasts, and he was talking about, Liverpool haven't had any injuries. I'm like, shut up. You are not speaking on behalf of Arsenal fans, mate. You're speaking on behalf of yourself.
Exactly.
That is your opinion. But the problem is, we then get attacked for that person's opinion.
Yeah.
We never said it.
Yeah.
And this is why I like this platform that we have, because we don't just follow the train and follow the conga line and go, we are all Arteta. No, we're not. We're really not. I'm Arsenal. That is who I support.
Arsenal.
I'm an Arsenal fan. I've never said I'm a Wenger fan, never said a Georgie Graham fan. I'm an Arsenal fan. Yes, there's been players over the years that I would absolutely love and wish they never left. But at the end of the day, my granddad taught me this important thing. All players and managers leave, but the club stays. And that is what you should love. And that's what I do. I love the club. I don't love specific people because they all leave, which is why I don't get people who currently play for us on the shirt, because you don't know if they might hurt us eventually. And I know that people literally do burn the shirts once they hurt. So I won't do that. I will wait until they've retired and then decide if they're worthy of putting their name on my shirt, which is why I've got Dixon, Schwartz and Bergkamp. There are a few others. Obviously, Jonny Jensen will definitely be on there at some point. And I think if the white shirt comes out this season, which I'm pretty sure it does. Have you seen the white one yet, Bren?
Yeah, looks all right. I mean, still one put it up the other day, but for me, even though I was giving this as the 50th gift, which much appreciated, and I'm still after those retro tops that I had before. At least this time around, I'll look after them a little better. You know what I mean? So,
exactly. Yeah. I like the retro look, but I did the third kit this season is going to be mint, absolutely mint. But yeah. Anyway, they also said Slot inherited a better squad, but hang on a minute, they said they were going to fall off and they would only take Salah, etc. Slot now taking two. Yeah, you've done a masterclass there. Liverpool have played the system and played it very well. I did think it was a bit odd. As I said, we talked about this a week or so ago, didn't we, Chris? I did say I feel very, very. They were playing the system because they had until the 19th to appeal it, and they obviously did. And then obviously that has to go through a procedure as well, which means the ban would overlap. And you've missed a big game now. Obviously the Man City game, he needed to be in that dugout. So now he'll do his 2-game match ban, which won't be games that are really that important, really. I think Newcastle game fairly, but I think you should be okay against Newcastle. Tranmere sacked their manager. Acton won against them. So, Carlisle as good as down. Tranmere will get new manager impact and Morecambe will stay up, in my opinion. But I'm hoping Carlisle stay up, mate. F1 test is started today. I'm not doing watch longs for them. Oh, hang on. Message just come up. Let's just move that. I did last year, but was me waffling on. Well, they had a power cut, didn't they? They had a power cut in Bahrain, so even that. But I don't know how much it affected it, but I did hear that there was a power cut in Bahrain, so it did affect the testing. What were you going to say, Bren?
I just realised Morecambe are in the bottom 3 in League 2. Yeah, I have a cousin that plays for Morecambe.
Oh yeah,
centre back. Yeah, Caden Harrock.
Oh okay.
Yeah,
I know that Tyson wants to buy him at some point.
Yeah.
I hope he does, to be fair. I'm not a great fan of Tyson, but if he does that kind of thing, then that's great because at least he's putting money into something that will help. football clubs, so I have no issues with that. Right, so since the start of the Premier League, we have played Forest 15 times, 3 draws, 2 Forest wins, just the 2 at home. That's where we're playing them tonight. 10 Arsenal wins, 4 at home, 4 away. Now, obviously, I did do the West Ham preview. I did warn everybody that West Ham play better at our ground for some bizarre reason than at theirs.
Is this Premier League?
Yeah, this is Premier League.
Wow,
Yeah,
because
15 times.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's funny because they weren't in the top flight for quite some time. For some funny reason, I thought it was like it almost looked like early '80s as well as the Premier League because not early '80s, late '80s, sorry, because there were times where we always used to play well at City Ground and win there, and then they come to us and they draw or they'll beat us. It was weird back then. Yeah,
it's mad, isn't it? So yeah, that's what's happened. So the previous fixtures, last time we went to City Ground, we beat them 2-1, but then before that, I think it was Awoni that scored at 1-0.
Yeah, that was when the title was done. That was when City were champions.
Yeah, well, I'll be honest. It might happen tonight as well.
Yeah. Not City though, Liverpool.
yeah. That might happen tonight. To be honest, guys, but we'll get into predictions later. This is the form guide. We all know what Arsenal have done. There you go. There it is. Forest, a little bit different. So obviously they lost 4-3 to Newcastle. But they did put one hell of a fight in the second half because they were down 4-1.
Yeah.
The last time they played at home, they just happened to beat Brighton 7-0. I'm just saying. So, just prepare yourselves due to the fact we can't really score. And Forest, you'll see the way that they play. When you get into the stats in a minute, you'll be shocked how much possession they don't have, how many passes they don't make, but they can manage to win 7-0 against Brighton. So, yeah, just prepare yourselves for tonight because I think it's going to be a bumpy ride. Right, so weirdly, Forest are third, we're second. Top of the table clash pretty much. Well, they've won 14. Drawn 5, lost 7. We've won 15, drawn 8, lost 3. Goals scored per game for Forest is 1.7 compared to Arsenal's 2. Goal conversion for them is 13% compared to ours 14%. Goals conceded for them is 1.3 per game compared to ours 0.9. Chances created per game for Forest is 2.4. 3.2 for Arsenal. They've got more clean sheets than we have. We can all say our defence is great, people. But Forest is better than ours. That is a lot. And I'll be honest, Matt Sells is a good goalkeeper, but he's not great, but he's good. So, yeah, that's an alarm bell. That's number 1 alarm bell. There will be more coming up. Play at home, Forest have played 12, won 7, drawn 3, lost 2, scored 22 goals, conceded just 10 at home. Alarm bell number 2, people. Okay. Our away form is played 13, won 7, drawn 4, lost 2, goals scored 24, goals conceded 12. Here we go. Average possession. They don't like possession. 39.9%. So you know what's coming, people, don't we? Low block. What can't we break down? A low block. And they are extremely good on the counter. So, yeah. XG for them is 34.9 compared to ours, 42.4. Shots on target is 4.7 compared to ours, just 5. Accuracy in passes, they only do 266 passes per game on average compared to ours, 415.3. You can see where this game's going tonight, can't you? It's going to be a nightmare. Accuracy in long balls is 20.4. Obviously, you know why, because they've got good spread up front. Accuracy in long balls for Arsenal is 17.8. Accuracy and crosses is 3.7 for Forest, which is quite surprising actually, because considering they got Langer, Hudson-Odoi, the other, I can't remember the other one on the wing, but they've got Chris Wood in the middle. You'd expect more crosses per game, and ours is 5, which again is just mad as well because we do literally bugger all with them. XG conceded 32.3 for Forest compared to Arsenal's 22.7. Fouls per match 10.6 compared to Arsenal's 11.4. Now, next alarm bell. Goals 44 for Forest, 29 from open play, 11 from set pieces. 11.
More than us.
More than us, yes. 0 free kicks, 3 penalties, and 1 own goal. For Arsenal, it's 37 from open play, 10 set pieces, 2 penalties, 2 own goals, and a partridge in a pear tree. Right, let's move on to injury lists. Now, you are more than welcome to click this because this is positive news. Well, positive and negative. So, Saka's injury update is he's now back mid-March. So it is 2 weeks early, which is good. So with that, basically, it just means everything's going well. The treatment plan's going well. The training's going well. The exercise that he's doing, everything is going extremely well. So hopefully after the international break, which I believe that's right. No, yeah, because after Man United, isn't there an international break? Is that right?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, guys, I am actually looking forward to it. I hopefully will be doing the watch along for the England game because guess who's on and guess who's in. Oh, I'm so excited, honestly. And you haven't heard me say that for many years for England, but I am actually very excited now. Thomas Tuchel has been doing amazing things. He has actually personally spoke to Ben White. I don't know what Ben's decision has been yet, but I know that Thomas Tuchel does really want him as part of the setup. So I'm hoping, but I do expect Nwaneri and Lewis Skelly to definitely be considered, which is positive. I think at least one of them will be called up, in my opinion. I think possibly maybe 2. It wouldn't shock me if both were called up, and rightly deserved as well. The negative news is Martinelli is now early April, so that was meant to be end of March. It's now back a week, and obviously we know about Jesus, Tomiyasu, and Havertz. Lewis Skelly obviously is suspended. Miguel is out till mid-March for Forest, though. So, yeah, let's just have a quick look, see what people have been saying before I move on to my 5 to watch. Yeah, well, to be fair, doesn't he live there? I'm not sure if he's from there, but I know he lives there, doesn't he? I think he's got a big house there somewhere. So, yeah, I think he should do it personally. Anfield will be buzzing tonight after City win. We have more home games left than away games, so that's a bonus for you guys as well. Touchwood, we will lift title in front of fans, and as I've not witnessed it in my lifetime in front of fans, I'll be honest, I hope it isn't against us. I'll be honest, I want it all wrapped up before we go and play you, I'll be honest, because that will be painful. I want title done early so we can focus on winning Champions League and League Cup. Tranmere would get Mike Quinison in and stay up, send us down. That would be extremely painful. Liverpool kickoff. Yeah, I know. I don't like these 7:30s and then 8:15s. They really annoy me. I wish that they'd just play them at the same blooming time. Liverpool. This is why I don't like. Say that again.
Sorry, I'm just saying what Chris was saying. Liverpool trying to win a treble that they won in 1984.
Yeah, but that's why I don't like these TV companies. They have way too much power.
Of course they do. It's ridiculous, and like yesterday there were three games that started at the same time, and then Chelsea Southampton's 8:15. Why?
Yeah,
you've got them on. You could have had them all at the same time because you had them on 4 different TNT channels. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, well, the fact is they do it with that weekend thing now, where you can press the red button and you can watch multiple choice games, can't you?
Yeah.
So I don't see why they just don't start doing that. But It's just ridiculous. You got Man United away, then Chelsea at home, then it's instant. Oh, thank you, mate.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Yes. Well, actually, he could be fit for a Chelsea game then. We'll have to keep an eye on that, but he could be fit for Chelsea again then because it's mid-March. So I get a bracket when because it's not late March, so that's mid-March. So that's that'll be Chelsea. Okay, it might be that. We all survived a South Clown. Well, mate, I'm glad I don't have to. Well, I have to speak to him once every 6 months, just because of the position that he holds now. But other than that, I don't have to see him. I used to have to see him every month, so I'm just glad I don't have to see him every month now, which is bonus to my life. Is Tomiyasu even alive? He is alive. Unfortunately, it's just as I said this last season last year. He was on the bench, and I did say on the preview that he wasn't fit enough. So I was surprised he was on the bench, and then he came on. I think it was for 30 minutes or something. He was only about 60% fit. And I was like, I don't know why he's even coming on. And that is what has made everything worse. This is why another reason I just don't trust Arteta, because he doesn't listen to the medical advice. He's very arrogant. And I'll be honest, Pep's a bit like it as well. Pep's not the greatest. And this is why, again, I don't like the people that come out, oh, he's going to be the new Pep. I don't want him to be the new Pep because Pep is an absolute arrogant twat as well. He's just lucky that he's had potfuls of money to be able to spend on whatever he wants. You know, he's literally he's given unlimited budget pretty much to do whatever he wants. We're not that club, so we couldn't ever do that. Chelsea game is your game in hand as we play cup final same day. Okay. Should Arsenal be worried about top 4 race now? No, I'm not worried about that.
No, we should be okay.
I'll be honest. Ask me again after we've played Man United. If we haven't scored in those 2 games, then yes, I'm going to be worried. Saka will be back, but that doesn't solve the striker issue.
No, it doesn't.
Saka can do great things, just like Ethan has. Ethan's done great things, but you still need someone at the end of it. And unless we're going to play Nathan, we're going to play Edwards or Anu, we're never going to score. There's going to be players that will score occasionally. Of course there will be. Yeah. But we still need a striker. They have a different mentality. Well, I'm being honest, mate. If we can't score tonight or against Man United, then, especially against Man United, I'll be honest. I will be panicked. Absolutely panicked, mate. Absolutely panicked. Right, let's get into my 5 to watch. Booyah. There's probably not many shocks there, to be fair, but Murillo has been a revelation at Forest. And as we talked about, the clean sheets 10.
Yeah,
he is a big reason for that. Murillo is an absolute animal, and it's not. I've got to be very careful how I word this. Murillo and Danilo were 2 players that not Arsenal, but Edu were definitely keen on.
Yeah.
It's not a surprise that both Danilo and Murillo have. Sorry, I feel like I'm going to say Amarillo in a minute as well. It's no shock that they've come into the Premier League and done extremely well. And this is why, again, Edu has been hung out to dry by Arteta's words, by the love of all these Arteta inners, because they don't actually look at the bigger picture and go, oh, you know what? Actually, I think Arteta might have screwed up here because they can't look at any criticism of Arteta because it's so much love, and that's where they're slightly going wrong because Edu said it last. There were words that were being quoted by Ed regarding he wasn't happy that he didn't get what he wanted over the line. Like I've said all along, Arteta does have a bit way too much control for me. Thankfully, director of football's coming in with this summer, and that will be stopped. Thankfully, but Murillo has been great, and to be honest, I'd have him. I'd have him in our team because at the end of the day, you do need 3 centre backs. We don't
always.
Yeah,
always. You need that cover.
Yeah, because you kind of can say you got Kivior, you kind of can say you got White, but neither of those are on the same level as Sleep or Gabriel. Murillo, I think, is not far off, to be honest. He reminds me a little bit like Gabriel. So, but yeah, Elliot Anderson, absolutely amazing. Just absolutely incredible. You'll see his dual stats in a bit. Honestly, he's just been incredible this season, Morgan Gibbs-White. Yes, I know I went with Kilman, and now I've gone for Gibbs-White, and they're both ex-Wolves. I promise it's got nothing to do with that. I just think Gibbs-White was absolutely incredible. There's a reason why I've picked Gibbs-White and Odegaard on the thumbnails, because I would take Gibbs-White right now over Odegaard every single day, because at least Gibbs-White actually creates something and scores goals.
But you know what? It's funny. Both of them though have got amazing work rate as well.
Oh, 100%.
They work. Yeah. They work. Oh, they work their socks off, and it's been a while since I said that we had players that work their socks off. It's not very often.
Yeah, true. Callum Hudson-Odoi. Now, I was torn between Elanga and Hudson-Odoi, but I love both of them. But I went with Hudson just because he's that filthy winger. Elanga's a bit like that as well, a little bit filthy, but Hudson-Odoi is just that little bit filthier, where you just don't know what he's going to do, and I enjoy that. I like those type of wingers. They just excite me because you. I'll be honest, this is not Saka's fault. Saka has become a little bit predictable, and that's not Saka's fault. No. That's just the way he's been told. And Martinelli used to be a dirty winger, which is why I loved him. And he's lost that now. Oh. And that was his big trait. Now he's not that. So now he's lost everything pretty much, and I feel sorry for him because, again, it's not his fault. But everyone's going to hang him out to dry. But they don't do it with Saka, which seems a little bit weird. But hey-ho. Chris Wood, how can I not talk about someone that scored 18 goals? It's a bit difficult not to, isn't it? Let's be honest. I'd die for him right now if I...
I mean, what's that say? Age ain't nothing but a number,
Yeah, he's 33. People were who was it that we were talking about the other a few weeks ago?
It was Ollie Watkins was an age.
That's the one.
It made me laugh, man. Seriously, it made me laugh. Yeah. It wound me up because I brought up in our chat the Ian Wright example. We got him at 27 before he was 28.
Yeah.
He was scoring goals for us when he was 33, 34 years old, Ian Wright.
Yeah.
This age thing that is old school 1940 mentality. I'm sorry.
No, it is.
It's how you look after yourself. It's how you condition yourself as well.
Yeah,
100%. Ask Robert Lewandowski.
Yeah. He ain't doing too bad, is he? Let's be honest.
No, not at all. I don't think.
But look at Giroud. Look at what Giroud was doing in his early 30s as well.
Exactly.
Carlos Vela as well.
Yeah. Danny Welbeck's 34, still scoring goals when fit.
Yeah, but we were saying no to Ollie Watkins. Okay.
Yeah, crazy.
It's bad. Right, the battles. It's Thomas Partey against Elliot Anderson as the DMs. Now, this is why I've said that Elliot is having an incredible season. Duels won per game is 6.4. Now, I've said everything about Partey this season. He has been one of our best players for me at the moment, I'd vote for him as number one because I think he's been incredible, and he's had 5.1. Elliot's had 6.4. He's still young as well, so he's incredible. It wouldn't surprise me if he got a call up as well, if I'm honest. He is English, so it wouldn't shock me. Raya against Sells. Stats are pretty much similar. Saves per game, goals prevented. He's had 2.8 with David Raya is now in the positive of 0.03. But his passing Celts is atrocious. 47%. So again, if we had a striker tonight, we could put the pressure on him and he'd make an error because he would.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, we all know what he's doing at number 9 tonight. We all know it.
Yeah.
I hate it. You know what? The annoying thing is, and it's just coming into my head now, Trossard could easily played as a number 9. We could put Kabaya or Sago Jr. or we can have Sterling and Waneri. Trossard can be a striker. He has been a striker at Brighton.
Yeah, he has been. Yeah.
But who do we choose? Fucking Marino. Anyway. Jeez.
What happened to
this is like a therapy show again. Honestly. Talking about Marino, he's right. I'm saying he's the top goal scorer only because everyone else is injured. I'm not going to put someone on this list that's injured. It's pointless talking about him. He is joint top with, I think it's Trossard, who's on 4 as well. But yeah, Marino's goal conversion is 20%. However, an actual striker who's 33 has 38% goal conversion. There you go. But anyone over 28? No. Okay, fair enough. Assists, Elanga versus Rice. Now, Elanga, as I said, this was tough between Hudson-Odoi and Elanga. Elanga's had 8 assists this season. Declan's had 5. Obviously, we've got players higher than that as well, but again, they're out injured, so it's pointless talking about them. But yeah, so they are the battles. Let's see what Piplup is saying. I can see Geeks in the house, so I'll say hello to him shortly. Let's have a look. Let's just take that off for a moment. Don't know if you saw it, but oh, Jesus, yes.
Yeah, I heard about it. I didn't see it.
Yeah. Absolutely mental. Big up to gents. Big up to Geeks. Hope you're keeping well. Feeling pessimistic about our chances this evening. So am I.
Just
I'll be honest.
Pessimistic. You mean more like realistic Geeks?
Yeah. Julius certainly knows how to sell his fights at pressers. Just like, I never liked his dad. I was always a Nigel Benn fan anyway. So I'm always
Same here.
Ben.
Same here. It's all about Nigel Benn.
Yeah, I'll always be Team Ben. I may not like his son so much, but Nigel was awesome. Absolutely awesome. Chris Eubank was an absolute tool. I hated it. Murillo will have interest all over the world. Yeah, I kind of expect him to probably move on in the summer. Depending on, obviously, where Forest finish. If they finish Champions League, then maybe not. But if they do just drop out, which I don't know if they will. It's one of those clubs at the moment I don't actually know. If they win tonight, most likely no. They won't drop out because they've beaten us. Anderson was on loan at Bristol Rovers in League 2. Yeah, exactly. He's honestly incredible. Gibbs is a proper number 10. That might be a big at someone. No. What you on about? Team Odegaard all the way.
You know what I mean? Did you see what Odegaard did? Just quickly, before you mentioned what Chris said just there. Did you see what Odegaard did in the second half against West Ham? No, well, apart from that, it was a run that he made. It was a run that he made where he got 5. I think he got 5 West Ham defenders, and he got Trossard on the left. It's just Trossard alone. Odegaard could have got himself into a position where he could have squared it, Trossard, to Odegaard, but he decided to go around the defenders, go wide. I'm like, what are you going wide for? And I'm like, that just sums up.
The Odegaard. Further you're away from your playmate, your player, the harder it is for them to find you. So I have no idea what he was thinking.
What's he doing that for?
Oh, mate, I know loads of people
This
have
guy
lost their heads
mentally,
over
man.
that.
It's just, yeah. I've
He's
lost my
lost
head
it.
with him. Just,
yeah, I'm, yeah. I can't put that title anywhere near his name. I know a lot of people are still saying it about him. He's not. He's just not. He's not that at all. Forest seem to have an embarrassment of riches compared to us. Sad, really.
Yeah.
Too many of our attacking players have lost that spark, unpredictability, and desire to score. 100%. It's also the way that we set up. We are set up in a certain way, which doesn't help. Look, we're going to get a striker this summer, and it. As much as I'm excited to see the striker come in, I'm also worried that we could totally ruin that striker. Because it doesn't change the way that we play. So Chris Wood always been one of the best strikers in the Premier League. Doesn't get recognised because it's a normal name, and if it's a spicy name, 100%. And he's from New Zealand, so we don't really see him in internationals because obviously New Zealand play all sorts of different weird countries. But yeah, I love Chris Wood. I think he's awesome. Proper striker. Too true, Brenny. The coming decade will be we'll see more 40-year-old players, not just keepers, due to 100%. They will 100%. Makes too much sense for Arteta to do simple things. Using the midfielder as a striker, what does that say to our youth? As I've said, and everyone always jumps on me and goes, no, they can't be good enough. I told you, they don't see paths, which is why we lost Chido. It's a reason why we lost it. Any contractual renewal news, conversation in the press makes it seem a negative outlook. Now, Martinelli we're going to discuss a new deal with Martinelli, and Trossard's contract is still on the table, and Gabriel will be announced at some point. Saka also will be in discussions, but there's nothing to worry about. Regarding Saliba, it's more of a case of we're waiting to see what happens with Real Madrid. I think everyone is. No one really knows who's going to take over, and that will have a knock-on effect to who they want as a centre-back. Obviously, Saliba is highly thought of across Europe. PSG are also looking at him, so we've got to be wary of PSG. But I know that they're looking at Van der Ven as well. There's a couple of other centre-backs they're looking at. So it's not just Saliba. So I'm not too worried at the moment. But we'll get into that in the summer. I'm not too worried about anybody leaving at the moment due to contract problems. So, yeah. If I was Arsenal fan, I'd be embarrassed by a new manager coming in his first season, wins the league. It doesn't matter about squad. He could have went on downfall, but Slot being outstanding. 100% he's been outstanding. I felt that you might drop to third. That's literally all I thought you'd do. I didn't think you'd go mid-table or have a season like United or anything like that. I just thought maybe third. That's literally all I thought. I thought it would be City, Arsenal, Liverpool. That's how I thought it would be.
So, what, Chris? What phase are you in, mate? What phase are you in?
Exactly.
I keep asking Arsenal fans what phase are we in now, and I get no answers.
Yeah, geeks. Every time I see Michael Watson's name, it always brings a tear to my eye. I remember that fight as a kid. It's horrible to watch.
Yeah.
Obviously, he was a massive Arsenal fan as well, so obviously we all know him. All the Arsenal fans all know him. It was heartbreaking. But yes, definitely him over Eubank all the time. If Forest don't get Champions League, then few will leave, in my opinion. It's going to be interesting because obviously Edu will be the new DOF. So, kind of DOF. He's going to be the DOF of all the clubs. So it's going to be interesting what Forest do. I do expect quite a big influx of Brazilians, though. So, because he will actually get listened to there. We can't get outclassed tonight. If we do, mate.
I hope we don't, BX. I hope we don't. But
we can only hope, BX. But I'll be honest, from watching what we watched at the weekend, knowing Forest and how they play, I can see us having a real horrible night. A real horrible night.
And did you see what Sky did on Saturday? Bobby Sky,
No,
because they love us so much. They had us
right.
on. They had the whole 90 minutes of our game against West Ham at 8:30 on Saturday night.
Yeah, mad, isn't it?
I knew they would.
Yeah. As I said on WhatsApp, we could have. Oh, don't start with a BRF. Honestly, you know how much I love BRF. Before I was doing YouTube, I was part of someone else's channel doing like previews and stuff, and I kept calling for BRF back then. And I got laughed at by the host, and this guy is an Arsenal journalist, which tells you everything about the Arsenal journos. He was going, why keep going BRF? Because I guarantee that kid is going to be something special. And we need to give him a chance now. We need to give him a path now, because otherwise he'll leave. Guess what? He left. And now he's banging in goals for fun. So, yeah, it's painful. Because you can just mention Balogun as well.
Yeah.
You know, we chose to keep Eddie over Balogun. Balogun, yeah, not set the world alight, but he would be perfect right now. He would be perfect. I don't think Eddie would, if I'm honest, though. I think Eddie would literally just follow whatever Mikel says. And that's not what you need. You need someone that literally just goes, you know what, this ain't working, I'm going to do it my own way. And Balogun would have done that.
Yeah.
Which is, again, why Arteta never wanted Balogun to stay, because Eddie's a good boy and follows all the instructions, cleans his plate afterwards and washes his hands.
Can't handle big egos.
He can't. Again, won't be a shock on Saturday. I will be going back to day one, where it all went wrong, in my opinion, because we have no bastards, and I need a couple, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Our faces have deteriorated at MCU levels. Big up to Luke. Hope Northampton are doing well. I'll be honest, mate, I haven't really been following much of the lower leagues. Been dealing with other stuff, so I hope Northampton are doing well. The fields are green, the sky is blue, the river Nene goes winding through. The market square is cobblestone. City lights don't bother me. Northampton Town, I'm proud to be. It's quite a good song, to be fair. With our midfield and defence, we should George Graham and grind 1-0s. We still had a striker, though.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And those days, our set pieces, people, when I talk about George Graham and when you talk about what they worked on the training ground, the set pieces we had were consistent. Every season under George Graham, we always scored a number of set pieces.
Yes.
You know, and then there were times where we never went, I can't remember us going like 3-4 months without set pieces.
Yeah.
So, and they were more effective than they are now, in my opinion.
Oh, 100%. They were brilliant.
Yeah.
Front, near post. Flick on,
Steve Bold, flick
bang.
on.
Yeah. Flick on, bang. Flick on, bang. Oh, I loved them. Yeah. Absolutely stunning. Honestly, it's the easiest way of scoring from a corner. And we don't seem to do it.
And free
I'll
kicks.
be honest, not many. Well, don't even start with a free kick.
Free kicks as well under Graham. It was like, wow. You know?
So I've been looking. Obviously, I've been doing all these previews for quite a while. I've obviously noticed that it's not just us that doesn't score from free kicks. It's just pretty much every single club. Yeah. I know Bruno scored from one at the weekend against Everton. Was that what they played at the weekend?
Yeah.
He scored a decent free kick.
You don't see them very often.
No, you don't. And it's quite sad, really.
In general. Free kicks.
Yeah. It's just a shame, isn't it? Sad times. BRF 26 or 28 goal involvements in 34 games. Not too shabby, is it? Not too shabby. And we paid £1 million for him.
Absolutely awful. That's bad. That's bad, Bobby. That's bad. Cool. I wouldn't take him back.
Too late now. We've definitely not got no buyback now. We did have. We ain't got that now. We should go 4-4-2. But our youth striker up front with our big guy or Trossard rather than the same old boring setup. Well, I'll be honest, this is Arteta. It ain't going to change. There's no way it's going to be a surprise tonight, I'll be honest. But talking of teams, this is the perfect time to stress me out because there's one team that I'd literally, if I could, I'd smash it to pieces because it's annoyed me. But people won't be shocked to see who's in the team. But anyway, let's do this. Right, we're going to start with, I believe this is the same one you chose, Brenny, as well, isn't it?
Yes.
Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Tierney, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Waneri, Trossard, Butler, Oedeji. I'm going to let you score your own team because I do trust you. I know you're not going to be a G. I quite like it though. I do like the fact you went with Tierney at left back because whilst he's still at the club, why the hell not?
Exactly.
You know, personally, I still don't agree with Arteta choosing to keep him. I think we should just let him go to Celtic, let him enjoy the weather because it's going to start warming up in Glasgow soon.
I didn't get why he wasn't released, and he's not.
No, nor do I.
Which something must have happened between the two, in my opinion.
It's because what was meant to happen, Zinchenko was meant to be sold, and Tierney was going to stay until the end of the season. I had no issues with that whatsoever. But Zinny bid never came in, and obviously Tierney's agreed to join Celtic in the summer anyway. So I was expecting Arsenal and Arteta just to do the right thing and go, we're going to let you go. Go and join them now. We'll ask for a very tiny fee, just to, help out with the books a little bit. Also get his wage off, which will save us money over the rest of the season as well. But we've decided to kidnap him and keep him. I just think it's ridiculous personally. But hey ho. But anyway, Brent, score your own team, mate. I trust you.
Yeah. I'm just going with 7.
Really? Just a 7?
Yeah, I don't think it's an 8. It's basically.
You know why I think it's an 8? Because you've actually bloody put a striker up front.
Yeah, I get that. But you see, the 7 is because I can't. I mean, Raheem Sterling, right? I thought, he's well off the boil. The only reason why Odegaard is there is because it's a case of got no choice. Party Rice and Marino does not work. You know what I mean? It's like a Duracell battery with no charge. That's not going to work either. So that's why I've gone with 7, because for me, I'm not happy with Odegaard at the moment, and I couldn't really think of anyone else. Really, I was thinking about all the youngsters like Sago Jr., but that's why I've gone with 7. These are probably going to be. There's probably going to be some low scoring teams.
I guarantee there will be, because I'll be doing a minus one because I'll be scoring one later because I'm not having any of this. You'll see it in a bit. I'm very furious. But anyway, next one: Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Waneri, Kabaya, and Trossard. What are we giving that one?
Yeah, I like Kabaya. I really do. Kim. Again, I'll go with a 7.
No, fair enough. Fair enough. Let's move on to the next team. Raya, White, Saliba. I was going to say Galiba then. That's Temi's fault. Saliba, Gabriel, Timbers, Partey, Odegaard, Waneri as the 10. Sevic John, for people that don't know, check him out. Honestly, 17-year-old. Looks incredible. Kabaya and Trossard. I guarantee what will happen to Vevic, John will let him go. But I still think he looks good. What are we going to give this one, mate?
It's not. I'll tell you what, I'm going to give that one a 6. Odegaard for me would do nothing in an 8. Does nothing in a 10. He wouldn't do anything in an 8.
Yeah, you're one of those that don't think he would do very well as an 8.
Well, you'd think he would, but to be honest with you, I just cannot see it. He's not shown that. He just hasn't really shown a desire in going forward, has he really? And
No.
You know, I just don't know what's up with him, to be honest with you. But I feel Trossard with the three youngsters there, you know, they know each other so well. And if that was to ever happen in a parallel universe, 'cause it's certainly not going to be in this one,
Well,
you
exactly.
know what I mean. They know each other's game, and I always feel that that's a positive.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, that was 6.
So that was a 6. Next one is Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Tierney, Party, Rice, Odegaard, Waneri, Kabaya, and Butler, Oedavy.
Well, even though he doesn't do much, I could do more than a 10 and an 8. Um, give that a 7 as well.
Yeah, I thought so. Let's move on to the next two. We've got White, obviously Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, Party, Rice, Odegaard, Waneri, Trossard, and Butler, Oedavy. What are we giving that one?
I'll give that'd be a 7.
7. Now, someone's obviously taking pity on Neto. Because why not give him a chance? This is not the team that I'm peed off with, by the way, that's coming up.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone knows what's coming. Neto, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori, Party, Odegaard, Waneri, Butler, Oedavy on the right, Trossard on the left, and Edwards down the middle. I like this one. But anyway, it's your team, not mine.
I do like it as well, but I have to go with a 7.
No, fair enough. Oh, God, here we go. Right. Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel. Oh, hang on.
That's not the one.
I've missed. Yeah, you know what I've done here? I obviously didn't want to put it in the slide.
But you haven't put it on the slide.
I was so angry that I didn't want to put him on there. I'm not even joking. Right, so the team actually that's quite funny actually. Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Sinchenko, Party.
Yeah.
God almighty. Oh Christ, that's funny. Actually, I've got. You know what? I've done the whole team wrong. What the hell?
Oh, have you?
Yeah. Oh, hang on. I wonder if I've uploaded the wrong one. So the team is to scrap that. It's Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Sinchenko, Party, Odegaard, Waneri, Butler, Oedavy, Sterling, and Trossard. I don't know why that's happened. I don't know what's happened there. I must have just got Sinchenko. I'm just so angry. I wasn't going to write up the rest of it. Yeah, it's literally. I've just checked it. I've just checked it on the slides. Yeah, I've not. That's literally what I've done. It's funny that. So if you can remember that, I'm gonna guess 5, 4, 3, 2. What we go with? I know you can't see it. I know it's quite hard because you can't see it.
Yeah. Sorry. Go with after Zinchenko again.
Party, Odegaard, Waneri, Butler, Oedavy, Sterling, and Trossard.
Oh God, that is that's either a 5 or 6.
Oh, 5. Right, I
Yeah,
heard 5. I definitely heard a 5.
Yeah, it's got to be a 5.
I'm not giving it a living 6. Right, the next team. I'm just double checking that I've got this one right now because I'm slightly concerned. No, that's right. Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori, Party, Odegaard, and Mary, Sterling, Trossard, and Butler, Oedavy.
That'd be 7.
7. Awesome. Right, let's just get that off. Oh, see that's what happens when Zinchenko's in there when he my team. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. See what people have been saying. Oh, blimmin' heck. Right, all the way back there. Sorry. Big up to Scott 8. This game tonight is so tough. The atmosphere is going to be loud. I just hope our players. Yes, people forget to mention the City ground. It is so. I don't know how you put it. It is. If you ever want to go and watch a neutral game of football, go to City Ground. Honestly, or I'd highly recommend the Molineux as well. Obviously being here, but City Ground, yes, Jesus Christ, it's deafening. It's deafening, and we don't actually sometimes deal with that very well. Which is again another reason why I'm slightly scared about tonight, because our players are low on confidence as it is. They don't seem to rise to the occasion. Sorry, pardon the pun.
They don't.
But yeah, so I'm slightly worried tonight. There will be a reaction, and it will be happening tomorrow. I'll probably do it in the morning. Because if I did it in the evening, I'll probably be drinking and getting very, very drunk if we lose. So if I do it in the morning, it's safe. I'll just be on milkshake. But yeah, we'll see what happens tonight. I will watch it tonight. There won't be no watch along because obviously I don't like doing these evening games with my son going to school the following day. It's not fair on him. So yeah, I agree. I said third and cup win for Liverpool. Yeah. That's probably what I would have gone with, to be fair, the cup win. Because honestly, I know he's a good coach. I really do. Because obviously, I watch a lot of it Eredivisie because I'm an Ajax fan. But...
we've been cup competitions. That's what we do.
Oh yeah,
we haven't really challenged, have we? Especially in FA Cup.
No. Arteta has failed to adapt his setup due to lack of personnel. This is the biggest failure. Rather than adapting to the strengths left available, we have become the fish out of water FC. Yeah. When you've got this, and look, other clubs struggle with these problems as well, injury suspensions and stuff. So it's not just unique to Arsenal. So I'm going to say that very clearly because for some reason, a lot of Arsenal fans are using this as an excuse. It's not an excuse for me. What I will also say, and I know Arteta said this in his press conference, talking about, how many games we've gone down to 10 men. I do want to remind everybody, we were already losing 1-0 before we went down to 10 men at the weekend. We didn't lose because we went down to 10 men. We were already losing. So I need people to remember that bit because for some reason, and it is the media as well, because they do say 10 men Arsenal lose to West Ham. You could just say Arsenal lost to West Ham because we were already down. We already had 11 men when we went 1-0 down. And then we had a man sent off. It changes the context quite a lot when you hear that bit. Because when you go, oh, you were down to 10 men, I can see why you just lost 1-0, but you already down 1-0 before Lewis Kelly got sent off. Just have that feeling that Forest will want it more. 100%
they will. They will.
Oh, no, Scott, I know you're saying I hope you're completely wrong. They are fighting, and they're going to be fighting for this Champions League space. Because do you imagine, and I'll be honest, I will be loving it if they make it to the Champions League. I think a lot of die-hard football fans that have followed football for many, many years will be delighted by Forest qualifying for Champions League.
If anyone knows their history, they'll echo what you just said.
100%. Because and it's going to change that club for years. Obviously, I know Leicester and other clubs have qualified for Champions League, and it really hasn't helped them. It will change Nottingham Forest 100% due to the fact everyone knows their history across Europe already. They've got a beautiful history. Yeah. With them in the Champions League, they will be signing players that you would never think they would ever be able to sign before. Obviously, in the recent years, not coming back to you. That they will be they could become an absolute animal with Champions League, and I'm not even joking with that. They could be an absolute animal. The first team is what I want to see. 8. That one for me, as its strongest lineup. Argument for Calafiori, but I like that one. So that's Brenny's. Brenny's is a good team. Northampton Town are proud to be. Big up to Luke. Hope you're doing well, my friend. It's obviously Northampton are doing extremely well. I honestly haven't got a clue. I do apologise. I obviously know about Carlisle's woes because obviously I speak to Chris, but I don't know if that. I hope Northampton are doing well, but I have literally no idea. Chris has chosen his team, so big up to Chris for doing that for us. Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Tierney, Partey, Rice, Waneri, Kabaya, Butler, Oedeji. Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, same here.
We won't ever get it, but yeah, I do like it.
No.
What do you think about people saying last 2 seasons we reached our peak? This season we haven't seen those standards. Have we missed our chance? Do you think we can actually get better? God. Brenny, I'll let you start whilst I just have a meltdown over this.
This season, so do we think we could actually get better? No, not under this manager. I think he's taken us as far as we can, to be honest. And I know they're going to say, well, yeah, he's had injuries, as this, as that. But, elite managers find their way. I'll give you an example of a manager who last season, I look at Brentford, and I've got a lot of Brentford friends, and they the way they finished the season, they were worried about relegation because they had injuries. Then you had Tony came back, and the amount of injuries they had, Thomas Frank was still able to get the results.
Mm-hmm.
With whoever came in did a job, and that for me is a top manager. If that was Mikel Arteta at Brentford and he had the same problems that Thomas Frank had last season, I think he would struggle. That's my personal opinion. But I do think the last couple of seasons, I think we did reach our peak. But it's time to hand the reins to somebody else.
Yep. Scott 8, there will be a show on Saturday where I am going to go hard on Arteta because I have to. I can't hold back. I'm not going to be someone that just says stuff just to please people because that's not me. I don't do that.
Yeah, same here.
The fact is, and look, Arteta knew this. Arteta knew that Havertz was having an issue with physical health and stuff like that. So he knew this could happen. He also knew that Jesus was out for the rest of the season. Now, Boniface, we all know, was very close to joining, I think, Al Nassr. So there was a price tag. Price was agreed. Obviously, they went for Duran in the end. Now, he could have quite easily have gone, oh, I want him. He didn't. Because he wants specific people. And that is where, when you hear him come out with, oh, we're doing all that we can. We're doing all we can to try and get the people that he specifically wants. There isn't a massive list that he wants. There is a few people on a little tiny piece of paper that he wants. And these people are like trying to find a dojo or trying to find a woolly mammoth. It's ridiculous. And he's basically just hung out Jason to dry. Jason isn't even going to be working in that field anymore. He's getting a new position at the club when the new DOF comes in. And the board as well, because everyone's blaming KSE. Everyone. Again, that's wrong. The money's there. Josh, it's not Josh's job to buy him. Josh's job is to run the club and make sure that, the business runs well. We are not Todd Bowley. Todd's job was to go out and buy people because he was so arrogant and, oh, I know everything. And he ended up spending, over £1 billion in season and a half, and the whole team just didn't gel, absolute nightmare. So you do the things in the right way. You do it with the sporting director and the manager.
Yeah.
But Arteta only wants specific people. And that's the problem. This summer will be very successful with the targets that we want because those people are available. So that's a positive. However, if this doesn't work out, then see you later, alligator. Because, we've struggled this season because of that twat. And I mean that twat by that Spanish person that's in charge of us. Because it's just been a joke, I'll be honest. Sorry for having a mini rant there, but I will continue that rant on Saturday night. You've got nothing to lose now. Exactly. That's how I look at it. But this is the thing. This is what's concerned me about the way he's worded stuff. He hasn't given up on the title, which fair enough. You don't want to be defeatist and all that kind of stuff. You don't want to go, oh, you, blah, blah. But this is where his mentality's got to go. Okay, let's be honest. We're not going to win it. Let's give some of these kids a chance. Now, Anu, who is only 17, absolutely incredible. He looks extremely quality. It looks like someone that could possibly make it. I obviously hold back on that hope now because obviously all the ones that I wanted to make it have now gone. Max is still with us. Max will definitely make it due to the fact we've opened a path for him. So we've opened a path specifically for him. So that's a positive. I like the fact that we've done that. But I still don't see any path opening for a striker. And you'll understand why when the summer happens. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't think we'll see Anu. Gabby, Raya, White, Gabby, Saliba, Calafiori, Waneri, Wright 8, Party, Rice, Trossard, Butler, Timber, right wing, Odegaard, bench. Wow.
It's different.
That's Timber, right wing, I'm not sure about. Timber as a DM, yes. He can play it across the back line very well. He can play in DM. I think any further up, I don't think it would suit him. Yeah, I'm not sure. I like the fact that you're going for something different though, Geeks.
Yeah.
Why is it when you've come through Arsenal and Liverpool, all of a sudden they're now part of the squad? Waneri, Lewis, Kelly, Bradley, Quansah. It's funny, isn't it, when you give you 100%, mate. And the thing is, Waneri and Lewis Kelly will be credited to Arteta, but I guarantee you, nothing to do with him. It is Mehmet and Jack. And now, obviously, Jack's moved on. Mehmet is still with us, but Jack and Mehmet have done wonders with Ethan and Miles. And let's be honest, they were only chosen because we were down to the bare bones as it is in those positions anyway.
Exactly.
That
was never the case. Exactly. Yeah. That was never the case years ago, was it? When players come in, they came in under those two legendary managers we talk about a lot because they were good and they were good enough and they felt that they were good enough. Even when we didn't have an injury hit squad, they were brought in because they were good enough.
100%, mate. 100%. But it is what it is. Top 4 battle. Never thought I would say that in regards to a Forest game. No, but you know what? I'm for me as a football fan, I love the fact that Forest are up there. I just love the club. It's a club that I know Silvertunnel loves. I just love them. I just love Forest. It's a lovely city as well. It's got a Wimpy. How can you not love a Wimpy?
Yeah, it's got a Wimpy.
Robin Hood. It's from there again. Yeah. How can you not? Sherwood Forest is there. They've got a beautiful castle. Nottingham is a very nice city, personally. I quite like it. I do watch under 21 games too, even if... I'm the same. I get a lot of footage of under 18s. I actually get a lot of footage of our youth as well. And I mean like 10-year-olds, 9-year-olds playing and seeing what else we've got in our Hal end. It's incredible to watch what talent we've got coming through. And I just hope that, I'll be honest, I don't think he'll be here for a long term, Arteta. I just hope the next manager embraces our Hale end because there's some extremely talented players coming through. You can't win with 10 men, apparently, despite Liverpool done it. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I love that game.
Yeah.
That game, I remember doing that as a watch along. It was a fantastic game. I enjoyed watching that. I love neutral games sometimes. Hoping Forest and Bournemouth squeeze in. Yeah, Bournemouth I'd be quite happy with as well. Obviously not the history-wise, but I have a fond memory when I was a kid. Freddie Starr and Bournemouth. Bournemouth have got very inappropriate for how old I was at the time with Freddie Starr. I don't think my parents quite knew who he was. But yeah. Freddie Starr is someone I've obviously watched for many years since because obviously he's someone that's stuck in my head. I wish he probably hadn't on some occasions, but as you can tell, I like old school comedy as well, not just the new type as well. Forest atmosphere was buzzing when they played us, ended up being a good point for us in the end, 100%. What's your opinion on Calafiori? He's good going forward, but I've said this. You're spot on, Scott 8, because at Bologna, he was the left centre-back out of 3. He wasn't a left-back. You kind of have to learn how to be a full-back. sorry, this will come from a fullback alliance here, so I do apologise if I upset a lot of centre backs. Centre backs are well known for being dumb. Fullbacks, you have to be able to be a bit quicker and a little bit more clever when it comes to defending. Centre backs just have to pretty much stand there and be tough. Sometimes fullbacks, you need to learn a lot more. For me, and I know centre back will probably come back and say no. That's just how it is. You know, I'm a fullback, so I will stick up for my fullbacks when it comes to this. But no, it's a very tricky position to learn, and I don't think he's going to be good at it personally. He is a very good centre back, which does please me a little bit because that means we've got cover for Gabriel. I have no need to worry about that. But it does mean we need a left back to come in. So Calafiori can occasionally give Gabriel a break. Progress is winning trophies at the end of it. Yeah, 100%. He won a trophy at the beginning. We've not won since. I know we've won 2 community shields before anyone jumps on me, but they're not proper trophies. Not in the grand scheme of things. I've said it before, Arteta is Arsenal. Jesus Christ. I wouldn't put... Look, everyone knows I hate Southgate. Okay, and I do, with passion. He's definitely not in that boat. I like Mikel a little bit more than Southgate. Yeah, but no, I get where you're coming from. He is a very stubborn man. And that I've always said is going to be his downfall. That he is way too stubborn. He doesn't quite understand that you can't always get what you want, and the football market works like that. It's all well and good saying, "Oh, I'm gonna go and get Isaac." Are you okay? Here comes Real Madrid with 200 million quid. There you go. They bought him. That's how football works. Yeah, it's not just because you want someone doesn't mean he's guaranteed to yours. You do have to have backup plans. You do need to come up with a different idea sometimes. And I know Sesko was obviously it's his second choice, but there has to be more than that as well. There has to be more. Sesko will leave in the summer. There is agreements where Sesko's going. Same with Gyökeres. But you'll see in the summer. It'll all pan out. But yeah, Iraola got Bournemouth challenging for Europe with lots of players injured. Yeah. Need I say any more, mate?
Exactly.
Need I say any more? I would not be totally shocked, and this probably would not please Arsenal fans, and I do apologise, people watching on X right now. It wouldn't surprise me if he's a future Arsenal manager. I would not be surprised at all. Just because of what's happening in the summer, it'll all make sense. I promise. I can't say anything, but it'll all make sense in the summer. If Arteta does fail at Arsenal, I do expect possibly Iraola being one of the possibles to come in. And I, to be honest, I won't have a problem with it. I'll be honest. I don't care. As long as he does what I need him to do, which is make us challengers in every single area, then I'm happy. And Arteta's not doing that for me at the moment. Isaac will stay at Newcastle, will go to Liverpool, and Williams will go to Barca. So a season wasted for waiting for nothing. Isaac, for me, will stay at Newcastle. I don't see him leaving. Obviously, it all depends on when Newcastle finish. And as I've said all season, that is literally the whole situation with Isaac. It all depends where Newcastle finish. Regarding Williams, different situation. Barca are still in a big mess. I don't see how Barcelona can make the space for him at the moment. And that even includes at the end of the season as well. I'll be honest, I can't see him making space and affording it because they are in really bad ways. Also, don't run players in. Yes, it's amazing, isn't it? Don't bring Saka on when you already beat you. Exactly. Oh, God, that reminds. Yeah, God, I wish you hadn't. Chris, are you just doing this to pain me or something? I remember that game. God, I was so pissed off when that happened. So pissed off. Oh, God, yes. God almighty. Yeah. If Klopp was still here, he would be burnt out. Feyenoord fans told us Slot manages his squad well. 100% he does. Arteta has to say that Slot still says it's not over, so nothing wrong with saying that. But you're right, Arteta needs to drop ego at the moment. He has ego of Leclerc. Yes, he does. My biggest fear is that these players are only getting older. If we don't start to win things, certain players might start doubting the club and have to make hard decisions to move on to new things. Yeah, for me, next season is the pinnacle for me, for the whole process. Next season it is. I think the following season will be another kind of semi-rebuild starting. So, yeah, I agree. This summer, the club has to show we are hugely ambitious, and they are, yeah. I expect quite a big shock this summer when it comes to Arsenal spending. There will be, obviously, transfer shows happening probably end of June. I will be told the plans around end of April. Like the full summer plans. I know majority of them, but the full plan I will know by the end of April. So I will start talking about it a bit more when I can. But yeah, it's interesting. It's good. I do honestly think it will be fun. I love it when people say the Premier League has crapped this. Oh, don't. There's a big Arsenal person that does very dramatic Arsenal videos on X and YouTube and stuff. And he's a very, very good person at filmmaking. Top notch. But the amount of crap he comes out with, oh my God. He's such a dolt. You can tell that he's so young, he has no idea about football. And that's what annoys me. There gets to a point when you're so young. Chris, you definitely do not fall in this category. But there are early 20 people that have no idea about pre-Premier League. And they just go, the only thing that's ever existed is the Premier League. Sorry, but it hasn't. And the Premier League's been going a lot longer than you've even been alive. And before that, it was the First Division. And yes, it changed names, but it hasn't really changed the way that it is in the top division. It's still challenging. It's still one of the toughest leagues in the world. I would put, personally, I've always said this, I think the Championship is the hardest one in the whole world. But Premier League's definitely up there. And this season, yes, Liverpool have done very well. But that doesn't mean we're a Farmers League. So, yeah, it is what it is. We can't win in sport with... Well, trust me. Tell me about it. I heard fullbacks are failed centre-backs. Colm, you're a git. No, you know what it is? It's always, for me, to do with height. So, in terms of... I'll use an army analogy. Failed tankies are basically cannon fodder in the army. So if you can't fit in your tank, you're basically going to be cannon fodder. But no, it's all to do with height. I'm not a very tall person. I'm only 5'10", and when I was a teenager, when I started playing, I wasn't that tall, so I was never that good as a centre back because we were always playing against tall strikers. So yeah, it's not. But Southgate's just an absolute tool, mate. I promise. To fullbacks as wingers is due to their ability to overlap. But yeah, I get it. But yeah, it's just Timber. I just don't know. But I love the fact that you're going for something different. So that bit I do enjoy. Harry Kane available for £60 million. Big up to James. Hope you're doing well,
James.
Friend. Bahrain Data first Norris, 2 Russell, Verstappen. Why is he so high? Verstappen 3, Leclerc 4, Sainz 5th, 6 Gasly, Antonelli 7th. No Hamilton. Okay. Not that he exists to me anymore. By the way, he is dead to me because he's gone to Ferrari. Not a chance. FSG spending big money. More chances. Yeah, I think FSG will. Even if you lost, let's say, 2 of your big players that obviously we all know about, I don't think you'll spend big money, even if those people leave. Next season, the Premier League top 10 will be ridiculously competitive again. Just like, 100%. It is competitive. It always is. Obviously, when Forest were massive was before when I was born. I watched off. Yeah, exactly. This is why I'd never put you in that category of the generation issue, Chris, because I know that you would, and I know your dad's very good at it as well. He talks to you about it and stuff. So I never put you in that category. It's the specific person that's very good at filmography. Don't get me wrong; he's very good at making films and stuff, but he talks absolute drivel. And unfortunately, the Arsenal fans listen to this. When I say there's a lot of people, there's like over 100,000 people that listen to this guy. And it's slightly concerning because people listen to this and take it all as factual. It's not. It's really not. I'm 5'10" goalkeeper, but never made it out at the academy stage. Probably. Well, actually, last two times we won this season and 2020 we made not. What a coincidence! It's amazing, isn't it? Don't change things. I know it won't happen, but Edu leaving, is there a chance Arteta might part ways in summer too if he doesn't recruit well and we don't get off to a brilliant start next season? Well, I personally don't think he'll walk away now, just because I know the summer plans. So because I know the summer plans, it tells me that Arteta's definitely got next season. But as you've then put, if we don't get off to a brilliant start, do I feel that he'll get chopped? Yes, 100%, because we would have invested so much money. And I do mean it would have to be a massive drop-off, like a Tottenham, Man United kind of style, below mid-table. We would be, see you later, mate. Because we would have to have Champions League, 100% have to have Champions League next season. And we will have to challenge for trophies. So he will be under a lot of pressure next season. Everton were competing with us, which my dad told me about. I was like, wow. Yeah. Everton used to be a really good team. They had some really good players.
Yeah,
I used to hate playing Everton sometimes. Really did.
Same here. I mean, they used to give us some beatings in the 80s. But it was Howard Kendall. He was a difference, and it always tells you like
100%.
it tells you like with managers that make a difference, and Howard Kendall does. I mean, sorry, he did. God rest his soul. And even I remember watching them, live on TV or Match of the Day or the big match. I'm like, wow, these lot played just like Liverpool because between 84 and 87, that's when they had their glory years, and they were brilliant. Incredible side. Like you said, had some top players. And there's this documentary that I have on Sky Documentaries, Everton Howard's Way, which is really good. It's worth a watch.
Right, let's move on. Went into the Prem area fourth for titles. United aren't sure, just conserving energy for next season. Colm, it's the hope that kills you, mate. Red Star Belgrade are actually a massive club in Europe. Yeah, but this January, 100%. There's a Rory the racing car. You'll understand what I'm on about when I say that. He didn't know who. Now I can't say the name just because I'm bad at saying names. But Ferencváros, the Hungarian team.
Yeah.
Now he was playing a badge game. He had no idea who they were. Even when it was revealed, he still didn't know who they were. Now, for anybody that doesn't know that, shocks me because that club is well known for one specific player. And there's an award given with that name's player. So if you don't know that, I'm sorry. I do question your knowledge of football. Now, for anyone that don't know what I'm about, Puskás. So it's a very famous club. We all know the stadium. The stadium's named after him as well. So yeah. I'm sure Chris knows all about Rory the racing car. What month, Duke? I was talking to you about this actually. I think it will be, and now obviously this is out of respect for both parties, not just Arsenal, but the other situation where that person might be coming from. I believe it will be April, May. That's what I think. Personally, just out of respect. It wouldn't shock me if it was any earlier, because if we need positive PR, obviously Arsenal will probably push for to get it out there. But I'm expecting late April, early May, personally. That's what I'm expecting. So yeah. Sod off. God, he's just trying to wire me up today. Right, let's do this challenge and then do the predictions and then let's wrap this up because we've been going for ages. But yeah, let's do this. Okay, for people that don't know how to play the game, you've got to choose 6 from the Arsenal side from the opposition. No unavailable players. 1 defender, 1 midfielder, 1 forward from the opposition must be selected. Once you select a player, you cannot swap him. Formation of the home team is always selected. It is a 4-2-3-1 tonight, so nice easy one for you, friend. No former players, present squad only. Right, let's start the team. So who are we going with first? Forest players?
Yes, please.
Who's the first player you're going with, mate?
Sorry, what was the formation again, please?
4-2-3-1.
Oh,
so it's
nice
2 holding midfielders, right winger, attacking midfielder, left winger, and a striker.
Yeah. Okay, well, got to go for Wood up front.
Yeah, so
have to. I think that's going to be for every challenge for the rest of the season, isn't it?
Yeah, it will be.
You know what I mean?
Right, so next player, please, mate.
Okay. We've got. Just trying to think the players. We'll definitely go with Murillo at centre back.
Murillo, okay.
He's quality.
Next player, please.
Elliot Anderson, one of the DMs.
Say that again, sorry, mate.
Elliot Anderson, please.
Oh, Elliot Anderson. Okay, yep. Next one.
Go for the keeper, Sells, please.
Sells, okay. And your final player?
Go with Morgan Gibbs White, please.
As the AM, yeah?
Yes, please.
Okay. So for the Arsenal, you've got a right back to choose. Who are you going with that?
Timber.
Left back.
Left back will be Kieran Tierney.
Centre back.
Gabriel.
Your other DM.
Thomas Partey.
Your right winger and your left winger. So I'm guessing Ranieri on the right.
Yes, please.
Your left winger.
Go Trossard.
Okay, so this is Brenny's team. You've got Sells in goal, Timber, Tierney, Murillo, Gabriel, Anderson, Partey, Ranieri, Trossard, Gibbs White, and Wood. I think max score. I'm going to give them a 9, because it is Forest now, third. Right, let's have a look. Let's go through this very, very quickly. Now, I was
going to get 8 there.
No, you are going to get an 8 because you went with Sells in goal. Now, as I said, his distribution is absolutely shocking. He's a good goalkeeper, though, but his distribution is shite. Was it 47%? I think it was. That's absolutely awful.
Probably won't be tonight.
Well, yeah, probably it'd be sky high tonight. But yeah, I think Rennie, you get an 8, so well done, mate. It's not a bad score. At least you didn't get an auto foul. So that's always good. You are up against Eduardo and Jason now. Right, Jason, I'll start with Jason's first. He's gone with Raya, Ayana, Calafiori, Gabriel, Murillo, Rice, Anderson, Odegaard, Ranieri, Elanga, and Wood. Oh, Jesus Christ. Right. I might have to start doing this on form, because seriously, I wouldn't put Odegaard at all.
No.
So for that reason, I'm going to put it down to an 8 as well, because I can't put that higher than yours because he's picked Odegaard. At least you went for an actual proper AM. Yeah. Now you know what I'm doing at 7. Sod it. I can't level peg Odegaard with Gibbs White. I can't. It's impossible. So yeah, Jason, you can get a 7. Right. Eduardo. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, we're already on an 8. Timber, Calafiori, Marino, Gabriel, Anderson, Party, gives White one there. He's the for fuck. Who the hell picked Sterling? Oh God!
Oh.
I'm such good friends with Eduardo, but I'm sorry. No.
I don't think so. No. I don't think so.
Look, I know this sounds really harsh because he's an Arsenal player, and but he's crap at the moment. I can't. No. Oh, for God's sake. I wish I could start drinking. Oh, who the hell picked Sterling?
Oh, dear.
Oh, God. Right. Well done, Bren. You won that because everyone else just seems to have lost their bloody mind.
I think that's the only thing. I think that's the only thing we'll win tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, probably. Bloody unbelievable. Jesus Christ. Right. Anyway, what's your opinion on Noah Lang at PSV? He's 20. Yeah, we were looking at Noah Lang a long time ago, but he has got an attitude, which is a problem. So we won't see him. Whilst Arteta's manager, we won't see him. We were looking at him when he was at Club Brugge quite a few years ago now. He's quality. He's one of those wingers, and I'm sure he'll give us a problem when he plays us in Champions League. He's a dirty winger. I like him. So yeah, Chris says, right, here we go. Oh God. Oh, Chris might win this. Raya, Iona, Murillo, Gabriel, Timber, Party, Anderson gives Wyatt one. Yeah. 9. Well done, Chris. He knows how to play this now. He does this very well. Scott, honestly, I have no idea. I don't know. And I know it sounds really harsh because he's an Arsenal player and he's auto-fouled. But honestly, everyone knows you put Zinchenko at left back, you're going to get an auto-foul. Simple as that. I don't like telling you the ones that auto-foul. I was going to say Bobby's boobies then. Thanks, Tony. But if you put someone that I think currently are just crap, you're going to get an auto-foul. Simple as that. Yeah. Entitled to their picks, but Calafiori at left back, stuff and nightmares. Well, I don't mind that too much. It's not in Zinchenko style at the moment, so I've got no major issues with that. Would only pick Sterling. Well, I don't know why he's done it. I'll be honest. I seriously need to have a chat with him later and go why, and then also maybe just give him a brain scan. Maybe. I'm slightly concerned about him right now. Sorry, Eduardo, but what the hell was that? I know he's a wing back mostly, but trust me, I know enough about Iona. He was someone that was very close to being picked in my 5 to watch earlier, but I went with Murillo. But yeah, he has in the couple of seasons ago he looked a little bit dodgy. I think he was at Fulham, if I remember correctly. But he has definitely improved at Forest now. So yeah, I'm happy with him, to be honest. So I've got no problems with him at bit fullback. Right, let's get the predictions over and done with so we can wrap this up. Bren, I know you told me earlier, but tell everyone what you're going with.
2-0 to Forest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hope I'm wrong, but
oh wait, none of us want Arsenal to lose. None of us.
Be real. Yeah.
But this is what this prediction is about. It's not hoping that this is our score.
Yeah.
This is what we think it will be, and this is where people are not going to like me. I'm going to go with 3-0 to Forest because I honestly do think they're going to hurt us a lot. I don't see us scoring. I hope I'm wrong again. Don't take me wrong. I hope that Odegaard has a fantastic game and scores a hat trick.
We're gonna hold on to try and hold on to the balls as much as we can. Possession hungry.
Yeah, 100%. Yep.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with the
predictable.
The slides that I did earlier, Forest are one of the worst when it comes to possession. one of the worst when it comes to the amount of passes. However, they're in third.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't, possession-based football is pretty much dying out now. You don't need possession to win games. You don't. What you need to do is put the damn ball in the back of the net.
Exactly.
That's what you need to do. You don't need possession to do that.
Yeah.
So, thankfully, I'll be honest, I'm quite thankful possession-based football's out the window because I don't enjoy it. I like quick football. Wenger, yes, entertained me, but it's a point where even we were struggling then, and that's obviously when Wenger was downhill spiral, unfortunately. But yeah, Chris going for don't worry, mate. You haven't got to be sorry. You ain't got to be sorry. It's what you think. And like I said, we're 3-0. So our result is irrelevant tonight, in my opinion, because I feel Arsenal won't win at Forest, so our result will be what it is. Yeah. I'm going to be impressed with Liverpool by picking Nico Williams, but I'm honest. Exactly. That Forest second half performance against Newcastle could have actually taken a lot out of them. I hope it has. I get what you're saying, but Nuno is underestimated as how good he is. Now, I've been privileged enough to see him at Wolves. Obviously, I live by the Molineux. I watched Wolves a hell of a lot. Nuno was incredible for that Wolves team. Yes, it didn't work out for Tottenham. Yes, it didn't work out for other clubs. But honestly, he is a very good coach. Very good coach.
Yeah.
And he's quite unique, actually, because he's actually a goalkeeper. Like that was his former life. And normally goalkeepers don't tend to make very good coaches, but honestly, he's very good. Lopetegui's is all right, but there's definitely a ceiling to him.
I mean, Dino Zoff weren't a bad manager either.
Well, exactly. Not bad, was he? Well, a bad goalie either. I expected goals in Newcastle Forest game at the weekend, but Chris, I remember. I don't know if you remember when I was doing the preview for the West Ham game. I was hoping to be able to do that watch on because I did think that was going to be the best game of the weekend, and I was right. It was incredible, and I wish I had done the watch on, but I was just busy with other stuff, unfortunately. Scott 8 is going for 2-2. Okay, I'd like that, but I don't see where our goals are coming from at the moment.
No.
That's our problem. If Trossard has a great game, then we win. Simple as that. And that's quite horrible, the fact I'm saying that, but unfortunately,
but it's true, isn't it?
It is.
We've said it quite often. We have.
Yeah. I will say on Scott points, City went all out versus Madrid in the first leg, then beat Newcastle 4-0. Yeah, exactly. It's as I said, it doesn't always work out like that. Just because Forest huffed and puffed all the way to the end of that game doesn't mean that they'll be tired, because I don't think they will be personally, because Nuno does know how to manage players because he's used to a smaller club with not the facilities of other clubs, so he knows how to manage that type of team. So honestly, I hope that they do qualify for Champions League, but obviously I hope they don't beat us tonight, but I do see it happening personally. Right, as I said, I will be back tomorrow, probably in the morning, for the match reaction. Whatever happens tonight, I will do it. I will be back on Saturday night with the hard truth as well. Brenny, thank you ever so much, as always, my friend. Where can they find you?
You could always find me on here, on the Wonderful Armory TV. Like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. And you can also find me on X, Instagram Threads as well. You'll find me on there.
And you'll also find him in the jungle. He's currently at the moment. I don't know where that is, actually. I'm guessing it's the Amazon. I don't know.
I just, like I said, I thought it was Miami Twice, Only Fools and Horses episode, you know? You know what I mean? Where, look, there's Boise. Yeah, they're going to rescue Rodney. It's Uncle
Rodney. Chris asking, is it Peru? I still haven't got a clue. I use these videos off Canva, and I'll be honest, I have no idea where that. It just looked nice, and I think at the time it was to do with tears, wasn't it? I think. I just needed something like that. Thank you very much, Chris. Appreciate it. Please do
Thank
subscribe
you.
to Chris'
Always,
channel
Chris.
as
Thanks,
well.
man.
Big up to
Appreciate it.
230 people currently watching. Do appreciate it. It just shows players need to be 100% with the manager's style. How Nuno was so bad at Tottenham. Well, exactly. A lot of people are quite weird when it comes to, but he was awful at this club.
Wasn't
Victor
given any
Pereira. Yeah, well, Victor Pereira has had an awful career pretty much as a manager. And I fell into the trap when Wolves appointed him. I was like, why? Why the hell have you appointed him? But even I was wrong because he has done, I know Wolves are not being amazing, but they're getting points and they're getting wins here and there. And I'll be honest, well done. But yeah, I recognise it from an idiot broadcast. Oh, okay. Oh, I do love that.
Right.
Does anyone know how to watch that anymore? Because I don't know how you watch that anymore. Is it still on Sky?
It may even be at when you type in through the Skybox, right?
Yeah.
You could find them on there because they always have old classic stuff on there.
Yeah, I'd love to watch that again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is so funny. How you find Brenny? Brenny, that's your
K74.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I don't know my off by heart. I'll be honest, I haven't got a clue. I'll be honest, Scott, I'm useless. G talks Arsenal if you want to find G, because we're on X on that. So message G if you want to get involved, find G talks Arsenal, message G. We'll get you into the Armory group WhatsApp. You'll talk loads of Arsenal fans, and I guarantee you it's 24/7 due to the fact we've got people in India, Australia, Nigeria,
US.
The US. We've got people literally all over the world. So it is 24/7. So yeah, if you want to message G, he knows that we stream to his X anyway, so he will have no issues with just adding you in. We've added some new people recently as well, so please do message G if you want to get involved, and then you'll eventually be able to get involved in shows. You just literally, if you see a show being put out, let me know and I'll get you on. It's as simple as that. There's literally no rules, so just come on and talk whatever, or buy it from DVD. Oh yeah, well I don't know. I don't think I've bought it. I might have, but the problem is once I've bought something, I then store it away and I forget where I put it. And I don't, the problem is watching DVDs is just a pain in the arse nowadays. Honestly, it just is. I watch everything on catch up, I watch everything on catch up because obviously ITVX show Only Fools. They have the whole lot on there. So everything I like is pretty much on demand, to be honest now. So I don't really watch my DVDs. Have you watched Outlaws? I don't even know what it is, if I'm honest.
No,
do you know what Outlaws is?
I have no idea.
I'll have to look it up though, Scott. I'll have to have a look it up. You follow G. Oh yeah, well message G if you want to get involved, mate, and you'll be put in the Armory group WhatsApp and Arsenal just non-stop. There's lots of different people with different opinions, but we all get on, so it's very, very fun in there. But guys, I need to go because I realise we've been going for nearly 2 hours now. I will definitely speak to you all very soon. Thank you, Brent, as always, for coming on.
My pleasure.
Tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.
Take care.